Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. Are you a newly qualified social worker? Are you a student social worker? Or are you someone who is interested in social work topics? Are you someone who wants to join the social work profession? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right channel, because on my channel I talk about social work related topics. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about social care in the UK. And social care is divided into adult services and children's services. I will focus more on the children's services because that's where my specialized area is. I'm going to define in my own words who a social worker is. I'm going to talk to you about some of the qualities, some of the skills that you need to start thinking about developing if you want to come into social work profession. If you want to come and do your placement, you need to start thinking about these skills, and also some of the knowledge base that you need to start reading on, some of the knowledge base that you need to start reflecting on, researching on, that will help you into coming into social work. If you're interested in this topic, then sit back and enjoy this video to the end. Watch the video to the end because you will definitely learn something out of this video. What is social care? Social care, in my opinion, is about providing support to vulnerable people in the society. It's about providing safety. It's about safeguarding for vulnerable adults and vulnerable children. But in London here, social care is divided into adult services and children's services. And whether you work as a social worker within the adult services, whether you work as a social worker within the children's services, your main priority is about protection. Your main priority is about safety. Your main priority is about safeguarding for the vulnerable in society. It's about provision of services. It's about provision of support. It's about undertaking assessment and identifying needs of the vulnerable people in society and trying your best to help people to achieve a good outcome. It's about trying your best to achieve a positive change in people's life. For me, that's what social care is all about. When you come in to do social work, you will be learning the generic side of social work. Yeah, when I was studying social work, I had to do adult community care. I had to study about support for the vulnerable adults, and I had to study support for vulnerable children and their family. So social work is generic. I can decide, for me, my specialized area is about children's services, but I can decide to go and work within the adult services because social work itself is generic. Once you qualify as a social worker, you can work within adult services or children's services. But for me, I am passionate about working with children and family, hence I've always worked in the children's services. So social workers within the children's services, our aim, our role is to support vulnerable children and family. It's about providing positive outcome for children and their family. Anyone who is working within the children's services, that is what our role is. So what are some of the important themes that are within the children's services? When you come into work within the children's services, when you come in to do your placement within the children's services, what are some of the things that you are likely to come in to do your placement? We have the MASH team. The MASH team is there to take referrals from the police, from the school, from colleges. Is the first protocol. If anyone wants to make a referral to children's services, that is the first protocol you have to go through. That is the first team that you have to go through, is the MASH team. I work in the long-term child protection team for 18 months to 2 years. So what I was doing, or when you come to your placement, what you'll be doing is to do section 47 investigation strategy meetings and core group meetings. Your priority will be about safety for the children and family that you are working in. And within the safeguarding team, perhaps you'll be involved in doing the initial care plans. If the care plan is to take the case to court, you'll be involved in PLO meeting, which is public law outline meetings, and you'll be involved in writing your course statement. That is the safeguarding team. And then you'll be involved in applying for the ICO, which is the interim care order. So there's so many things that you're going to be doing when you come to your placement and you are within the safeguarding team. When you are working within the safeguarding team, you'll be working with the early help team as well. We have the early help team which works with the first response team and work with the safeguarding team. So when the issue is low profile and it doesn't meet the threshold for child protection plan, then the MASH team or the first response team will refer the issue to the early help team. So within the early help team, there are support workers, there are key workers working within the early help team to help the family, to help the children within the community where you will be doing your placement. So within the children and family team, there's also the children in care team. Some local authorities have joined up all their children in care team as one, and it's long-term children in care team. Other local authorities have structured it differently. There are different teams within the children in care team. So depend on the local authority where you're going to do your placement, you will find it differently. Within the children in care team, we also have the youth offending team, which is the youth team. And unfortunately, some of the young people that we work with may be in prison or may be involved in criminal activities, and the youth offending team works with the children and family and who have issues about criminality, who are in prison. Even as social workers, when you are working within the children in care team, you also have to do your visits to prison. You also have been visiting children in care who are in prison, and have been offering support to ensure their safety, ensure that their well-being is being safeguarded, their well-being is being protected within prison area. There's also another team within the children in care team, which is the CAMS team. The CAMS team is child and adolescent team. They support the mental health, the well-being of children in care, or even children who are living at home with their family. There are so many roles that you're going to be involved in when it comes to do your placement within the children's services. But for the sake of this video, I would say you're going to be involved in assessment. That will be part of activity that you're going to do. And you're going to be involved in multi-agency working, because in social work, you're not going to be working alone. You are not acting alone. You are going to work with a pool of professionals. So your activities that you're going to be involved in is a multi-agency approach. I would advise you as a student to start thinking about how you're going to develop your skills in terms of how you communicate with the client group that you are going to work with in your placement. Communication is so very vital in social work, including your listening skills, including ability to maintain eye contact during communication, ability to speak clearly, and ability to avoid jargons in your communication with children and family that you are going to work with in your placement. There are so many qualities that you need to start reflecting on in terms of developing to become an effective practitioner in social work. And for the sake of this video, I just want to talk about the nurturing side of social work. How important it is to have the quality of being caring or being very nurturing, because you're going to work with vulnerable children, you're going to work with children in care who have got their own issues. Perhaps that's why they are in care of the local authority, and it's very important that you have the quality of being nurturing, very caring towards the client group that you're going to work with. It's very important to adapt being empathetic towards people that you're going to work with. If you are not very empathetic, if you are not very nurturing, if you are not very caring, you are going to struggle in helping the young people. You are going to struggle in working with children in care, because it's very challenging. It can be very difficult trying to get the support in. But if you adopt the quality of being empathetic, that empathetic spirit will help you no matter the challenges, no matter the difficulty, to push yourself out there to ensure that support is being given to the client group that you are working with. So it's very important in my view that as a student you start thinking, you start reflecting on your qualities that you are going to bring into social work profession. And nurturing, caring, empathy is so very vital in social work. If you have watched my video to this end, then I will say kudos to you. I'm so excited that you've been able to watch this video to this end, and I thank you so much for spending time with me. I'm planning to do another video very soon where I'll focus on the theories in social work theories, and how it affects practice. Social work theories, how it impacts on practice. And watch out for that video because it will be very informative, very educative for you guys. I'm also planning to do another video talking about the legislations that you are likely to come across when you come and work within the children's services. So watch out for those videos. So some of the knowledge base that you need to start reading on is the Children Act 1989. We have Children Act 2004. There's always an updated policies and procedure within the children's services. So you need to start thinking and reading and researching on the legislations and policies within the children's services. I want to end by saying dreams do come true, your aspiration can come true, but what you need to do is to work hard towards your dream. And for me, prayer also helps. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you on my next video. Bye.